Okay, this is just a test run to see how the volume is. Let's check it out. Okay, everybody, obviously unusual circumstances. So today is Monday, March 16th, day one of our coronavirus shutdown. And I spent the weekend doing a lot of thinking about how we were going to manage all of this. And, one of the obvious problems is labs. How are we going to meet the lab requirement? Was something that I spent quite a bit of time thinking about. We have some unfinished labs at school in the classroom, but they're in the classroom, and your lab books are in the classroom. I did take one of the lab books home with me, though, and what I spent some time this morning doing was putting the one of the first labs in the book in a format online. I scanned part of it, I typed up part of it. It's one of the simplest labs from the beginning of the lab book that we haven't done. Very simple lab, but I posted it. It's something that you could do at home. It's really just a graphing exercise more than anything, but it'll count as one of the labs. And overall, we're in good shape for the lab requirement. Most of you are very close to or around 20 labs, right? So we need 10 more by the end of the year. This unit is a little tougher for doing labs at home, the weathering and erosion, because, we're using things like plastic tubes, water, sediments, and so on. We're probably going to have to skip that and move ahead. So I'm going to try to post some easier labs that you could do at home. They're mostly graphing exercises and things like that, but they'll count. Our next unit is going to be Earth history, and that's something that will be easier for you to manage at home. Again, I have the lab book here, and I'll scan parts of it and maybe retype parts of it and post the labs from the lab book online, so that even if you don't have your lab book at home or your lab book should be in school, you could still do the lab work. And we'll see how things go. We'll have to kind of take it day by day. To be honest, I did see some news reports that were suggesting it's possible school could be closed the rest of the year. And in that situation, I have no idea what would happen, but nobody does. So let's take it one day at a time and see how things go. So to start out today, one of the things that I wanted to do is just go over this lab. Pretty simple. I don't think you're going to have too much trouble with it. It has to do with sunspots and just graphing sunspot data. So one of the things that you'll find in Google Classroom is a Google document that says sunspot data, and this is scanned right out of your lab book. So there are number of sunspots, and we've talked about sunspots before for various years, 1950 and so on, going all the way up to 2004, number of sunspots. And the lab has you graphing that data. To graph it, what I did was I made a Google Sheets, a spreadsheet, and that looks like this. And I put the first few years of data in just to kind of get you started. And one of the things you're going to have to do I just couldn't think of a better way of doing it. It's going to be a little tedious for you, but to copy the data from the scanned photograph and just type it in, which is going to take you a few minutes. Again, a little tedious. The second graph shouldn't be there. I'm just going to go ahead and delete that. Anyway, there's a graph up here that's been started, and I created this as like a template. So as you type in the data, what you should see is the graph appear. So this is actually going to save you time in a way. If we had done this lab in the classroom, you would have had to make the graph by hand with a pencil, but you wouldn't have had to type in the data. Now you're going to have to type in the data, but then the graph is going to be generated for you. So, it's probably kind of a wash in terms of time. Then if we go over to here where it says sunspot analysis, this is the stuff that was in the lab book, and I just typed it up. So you can type right onto this. You could add your definitions for the vocabulary. The procedure is basically what I'm just explaining to you. And then there are discussion questions. So, it shouldn't really be hugely different than what we would have been doing. Relatively simple. I don't think it's going to be all that hard for you, especially compared to the lab work that you've been doing. The labs that are in the classroom, I guess we'll just have to leave there and see how things go with that. And I'll try to post one lab a week. which should be adequate for now. And we'll just have to see what happens. So anyway, that's just a quick lab update. Also, midterm is obviously on hold indefinitely. I don't really see us having the midterm anytime soon, obviously. So we'll see what happens with that. I'll be posting regular lecture videos starting today on weathering and erosion. I'll also post a copy of the class notes so that if all of your stuff is in your locker, if you have a printer, you can print them out and write on them. If not, you could at least just follow along. And one of the things that I would like to do is a weekly quiz as opposed to large unit tests. On Friday each week, we'll just have a short quiz with maybe like 10 to 15 questions. Just kind of make sure you're keeping up with things. Something that I have, something that I can actually calculate an average from. Based on quiz grades, your lab work, some homework, things like that. So we'll do a weekly quiz. I'll post it probably on Thursday night or Friday, and then you could have maybe like Friday to Sunday to work on it. It should be fairly simple, again, just like maybe 10, 15 questions, something like that. So it should actually be pretty similar to when I was out and you were with Mr. Vora, except you'll be doing the work at home. And to me, the biggest challenge with all of this is how to manage the labs. That's the trickiest thing. But we'll figure it out. And for now, this Sunspot lab, basic lab, not a lot to it. But it will count as a Regents lab, something you could do at home, something pretty simple. It'll just be one more that we could put toward that 30. It's possible that they change the requirement. Maybe they make fewer labs required because of this lost time. We don't know what's going to happen, and honestly, nobody does. They probably haven't even thought it through yet. But we'll just keep moving ahead and doing what we do, which is earth science. So I just wanted to make a quick update video. And you'll have a week to do the lab. Like I'm going to try to post assignments weekly, so you'll have a week to do the work basically. And I'll be posting the lab. I'll be posting lecture videos about erosion and deposition shortly. Okay, so watch out for that. So I suppose that's all for now, and watch out for other videos and the lab being posted. Okay, good luck everybody.